Well, hello, welcome back to my kitchen. So I'm gonna give myself a challenge to go in to the store today with about $5 and see what I can get for 2 people for Thanksgiving. I think I could do it. It might be pretty basic, but I think I could do it. So without further ado, let's get it, let's go. Let's go shopping, come on. All right, here we go. This is everything I got. The only thing we're missing is a dessert. I had thought about taking 1 or 2 of the items off, but then it wouldn't be that big, starch-filled plate that we're all used to. I thought about getting some Jell-O. That would only put me a little bit over, but you know what? With $5 for 2 people, I think I did a good job. So here's what I got. I got some roasted garlic mashed potatoes. I got some spiral mac and cheese. I got some turkey stuffing, some green beans. I got a few slices of butterball turkey. I believe that's $1.65. I'll zoom in on that. And then I got some brown gravy, not turkey gravy, because the brown gravy was on rollback for 32 cents. Now I had some at home, but that's what it was, and that's what I'm going with. This whole thing, I believe, came out to $5.02. Let's get started. All right, so I took the can of beans, I stuck them in the pot. That's what I put in there. For this meal, I could do this entire meal with just salt and pepper. That being said, I don't want to. So I am going to use a couple of very, very, very basic pantry staples and minimal ones. All right, so I'm going to use a fat and just some things out of my spice cabinet. All right, so let's get started. For the beans, I'm going to put some garlic powder in there. You could do salt and pepper. They'd be fine. Okay, that's it. And a little bit of pepper. Okay, and we're going to let these just boil away, let them cook down while we're doing everything else. So they call a hard boil, I guess. That's what I'm going to do. I put that on the stove. For the macaroni and cheese, I just got some warm water. I'm going to salt that. We're going to get it to a boil, and then I'll show you what I'm going to do with that. All right, we're going to find out if I got 2, 3, or 4 slices. I told her not to go over $2. And that's weird. They're using the Great Value Ziploc baggie. Oh, they must have ran out of baggies. That's funny. All right. Anyway, we're here now. Let's see what we got. Did I get 4? 1. Oh, no, I only got 3. But that's all right. That's a slice and a half for everybody. And it's a good solid thickness on it. It's not paper thin. Because I wanted to feel like you got a slice of turkey from the actual bird. All right, let's move over to the stovetop. All right, so here I'm gonna make the stuffing. Ooh, that got hot. That pan was warm. I'm gonna make it in the microwave so I can get everything going really quick. That's the contents of the package. I stuck a little bit of butter in a 1.5 cups of water or country crock vegetable spread. Just a tiny bit. Maybe a tablespoon. It actually calls for 1/4 cup or something, and we're just gonna hit this in the microwave for a couple of minutes. I don't know what it is, 1.5 minutes, 2 minutes, I don't know what it is. Oh, it says microwave on covered 5 minutes. All right, so back there, the water is boiling. I'm going to add the macaroni and cheese. I just don't want to add the package. Hold on, here we go. Macaroni and cheese going in. Boop. Give that a stir. All right, let's start on the gravy. All right, so this just came out of the microwave. I don't want to, ooh, that's hot. We're gonna give that a nice fluff. And then we're just gonna let that sit off to the side and let it do its thing. It's hot, I can't barely touch it. All right, so we're just gonna let that sit covered while we finish up. All right, all good. All right, so the macaroni and cheese is done. I'm not gonna use any butter in here because I used a little bit in the other one. I kind of feel like it's cheating, so I'm gonna dump that in there, the cheese packet. And then I'm gonna use some of the, ow, that's hot. Some of the starchy water from the pasta. Just a little bit. Probably need more than that, but I just want to get it started. Seems like you get so much less when you use spirals. That's why I always like using the, like just the baby ones. I feel like you get so much more. Got to add some pepper. I'm going to add a dash of salt, not much because of the fake cheese. Okay, add just a little splash more because it's going to thicken as it stands. I'm not quite ready for it yet. All right, I'm going to put that on the back burner. Let it do its thing back there. Let it do what it do, baby. All right, so I have my beef gravy. And I have 1 cup of cold water. And we're going to mix that in before we start the heat. Okay? It's likely that it has cornstarch in it, and that's why they want the cold water, but I can't be certain without reading it. All right, so we're gonna bring that to a simmer and let it thicken. Then I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do with it. All right, we're starting to get thick. You can see when you like move the gravy, it leaves a line there, so yeah, we're good. What I'm gonna do, oh sorry, I kicked it, is I'm going to add the turkey into this gravy. I could have done it with the bouillon and not bought it, but I felt like I wanted to buy all of the ingredients with that $5. That's why I changed my mind about adding the other butter. I'm going to do it just with what I bought, except for the one I already did. All right, so we're going to put these big, giant slices down in here. Probably could have used a bigger pan, but we'll be all right. And we're going to let that just simmer a little bit, I guess is the word I'm looking for. I don't want to tear the turkey. Yep, see, I'm already tearing it. All right, let's let that heat up a little bit. Just want to show you the beans. They've nearly boiled the water out. I'm going to leave a little bit in the bottom just so I can have some juice. Last thing we got to do after this is done is the mashed potatoes, and we're having a $5 Thanksgiving dinner for 2. Okay, I'm just going to use my spatula thing here and kind of move it around a little bit. Because it's good and hot. I just don't want to tear the meat. Whew, starting to stick. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. Alrighty. I'm going to do that to all of these. I just tasted that gravy. It's not bad at all. I didn't know how it was going to taste on the turkey, but we'll see when we get there. Here we go. We're just going to put that to the side, let it percolate a little bit, and we're going to start working on the mashed potatoes. All right, so we're on to the mashed potatoes. You know what? These mashed potatoes, you don't have to add anything but water. It says it right on the front. I cut it off, but I didn't even realize. I was just going to make it with water anyway. That's why I got the roasted garlic, so it would have some good flavor to it. All right, so we're going to bring that to a boil, and we're coming down the home stretch. We're going to turn that off, and we're going to add the roasted garlic complete. It's in the name, Tina. It was in the name, and you didn't know. All right. We're just going to give that a nice stir. Oops. Oh, my goodness. Right over the top. I've never had these potatoes before, so I don't know what they're going to taste like. All right. Let me show you what the the turkey looks like, and we're going to start plating all this up. All right, that's all bubbly and ready. Let me plate all of this up. Let me show you what we got. So we got the turkey and the gravy. We got the mashed potatoes. We got the beans of green. We got some macaroni. Last but not least, let me get it. And we got the stuffing. That's a lot of food for $5. $5.02. Let me plate it up. And there's our plates. Let me tell you, I still have stuffing left over. I still have macaroni and cheese left over. I have a little bit of green beans and a smidgen of the mashed potatoes. There is a lot of food here. If this doesn't make you full, I don't know what will. So Aiden's going to help me today because Eric can't have some of the things on this plate. And I didn't want to make extra. So Aiden's going to help me out. So I'm going to meet you at the table. Before we go over to taste the food, I just want to show you how much of the sides we have left. I didn't think there was going to be any of the turkey left because there's only 3 slices, but there's still quite a bit here.
If you get any benefit at all from my content, you can help me out by clicking like, share, commenting, and definitely hit that subscribe button. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so you'll be notified every time I upload a new video.
Happy Thanksgiving! This is a $5 Thanksgiving, and me and my boogie here is going to do it. Let's just dive right in. I cut your piece of turkey off to the side. I don't know what it's going to taste like in beef gravy, but we're going to try it today because it was on sale. You ready? Let's go. Go ahead. It's good. Here, put your face. That's really good. That's really good. Try your green beans because I cooked them hard in some garlic. Oops, I fell out your mouth. Hold on. They're good. The only thing I really have to try on this plate is the mashed potatoes because I've never had it. I've never had the garlic mashed potatoes. So, and I know he hasn't. So I'm going to try it plain, not without the gravy on it. And just see if we like it like that. All right, go ahead. The garlic really comes through, right? Let's try it with a little bit of the, it's a little salty too. Considering I didn't put any salt, I just put butter in there. Ready? Let's go. Which way do you like it better? With the gravy or without the gravy?
Without.
Yeah, it's good, but I think I like it better without because it has a lot of the garlic. Stuffing. Try the macaroni and cheese. I didn't add any butter. It's just starchy water and some pepper. Ready? Just tastes like macaroni and cheese, right? Yeah. That's a winner. If somebody gave this to me for Thanksgiving, I would be happy. The only thing I'm missing, and that's because I like it, is cranberry sauce. But if I could have gotten it in, I would have gotten it in. So, all right. Well, me and Aiden are going to finish this up, and we'll tell you what we think when we're done. Bye-bye. Dinner's over. How'd we do? Boom. We couldn't finish it. And here's the truth. I didn't eat my entire plate. The kids were helping me. As a matter of fact, they want to finish this off. But for 2 people, that was more than enough food because I ate, Aiden ate, and they ate off of my plate. They're going to finish this off right here. So I think it was a very good deal. But let's see, what did Aiden think about the food itself? And I'm going to find out what his favorite was. So Aiden, here's the question. Of the things I made, what did you think? And what did you like the best? And you can have 1 or 2. It doesn't matter to me. I just want you to tell me what you really liked about it.
I really liked the turkey and gravy and the mashed potatoes.
Okay. Well, there you go. He liked the turkey and gravy and the mashed potatoes. He really did like that. I liked all of it. I really didn't know what I was going to think about the brown gravy and turkey. It came out fine. And I didn't know what I was going to think about those garlic mashed potatoes. If you don't like garlic, why would you buy garlic mashed potatoes? But the garlic really shines through. That would be my only thought on that. So there you have it. I hope you try it. I hope you like it. I hope you enjoyed what I did. If you want to see more content like this, let me know. Happy Thanksgiving. See you later. Bye.